Buffy the Vampire Slayer wasn't just a cult classic, it redefined teen television, supernatural storytelling, and empowered characters. From the Slayer herself to her loyal Scooby Gang and unforgettable villains, this cast brought magic to the screen. But 2 decades later, where are they now? Stick around as we look back at 20 iconic cast members from Buffy the Vampire Slayer, then and now. Sarah Michelle Gellar. Sarah Michelle Gellar took on the role of Buffy Summers, a high school girl burdened with the fate of the world. Her mix of strength, sass, and emotion made Buffy a generational icon. After the series, Sarah starred in Cruel Intentions, The Grudge, and voiced Daphne in Scooby-Doo. She took a break to focus on her family and later co-founded a food company, Foodsters. In 2023, she returned to TV in the supernatural series Wolfpack, reminding fans she still got that Slayer energy. Jeller remains active on social media, beloved by fans and committed to producing empowering content. David Boreanaz Angel. As the tortured vampire Angel, David Boreanaz became a breakout star. He headlined his own spin-off, Angel, which expanded the Buffyverse. After leaving the world of demons behind, David starred in Bones for 12 seasons, playing FBI agent Seeley Booth. He currently leads SEAL Team, continuing his long-running TV dominance. Known for his loyalty to fans and castmates, Boreanaz is proof that from brooding vampire to military leader, good roles and good actors age like fine wine. 3. Allison Hanigan, Willow Rosenberg. Willow's transformation from shy, nerdy teen to powerful witch was one of the show's most compelling arcs, and Allison Hanigan nailed every stage of it. After Buffy, she became a household name thanks to How I Met Your Mother and the American Pie movies. She's since hosted Penn and Teller Fool Us, starred in family films, and embraced life as a mother of two. Hannigan's mix of charm and comic timing still lights up the screen, and for many fans, she'll always be our favorite redheaded witch. Nicholas Brendon, Xander Harris. Nicholas Brendon played Xander Harris, the heart of the Scooby Gang, often powerless but always brave. After Buffy, he took roles in Criminal Minds, indie films, and even co-wrote Buffy comics. While he's faced well-documented personal and legal struggles, Brendon remains a regular at fan conventions and is open about his mental health journey. Fans continue to support him as he works toward healing and growth, reminding us that real-life heroes come with flaws too. 5. Charisma Carpenter, Cordelia Chase. Charisma Carpenter turned what could have been a shallow cheerleader into a layered, beloved character. After Buffy, she brought even more depth to Cordelia in Angel. Carpenter appeared in Veronica Mars, The Lying Game, and The Expendables. She's also become a strong voice for women's rights, speaking out about abuse in the industry and standing in solidarity with other survivors. Her courage off-screen is just as powerful as her performances on-screen. James Marsters made Spike one of the most complex and beloved characters in the Buffyverse. Initially a villain, Spike's evolution to antihero and even romantic lead was unforgettable. After Buffy, Marsters acted in Smallville, Torchwood, Caprica, and Marvel's Runaways. He also voiced Lex Luthor in DC animated films. Outside acting, James is a musician and tours with his band. With his sharp wit and punk rock charisma, Spike and Marsters are still fan favorites today. 7. Emma Caulfield. Emma Caulfield added humor and humanity to Anya, a former vengeance demon turned quirky Scooby. Her performance delivered some of the show's most hilarious and heartbreaking moments. After Buffy, Emma starred in Darkness Falls and made recent headlines for her role as Dottie in WandaVision. In 2022, she shared her multiple sclerosis diagnosis publicly, empowering others with her openness. Emma continues acting and inspiring, proving she's as fearless off-screen as on. Anthony Head. As Buffy's mentor Giles, Anthony Head was the calm center of chaos, part librarian, part warrior, part father figure. After Buffy, he returned to the UK to act in series like Merlin, Ted Lasso, and The Stranger. He also reprised his singing chops in Rupo the Genetic Opera. Still active in film, TV, and theater, Head remains a respected actor and a favorite among fans who always saw him as the Watcher we all wish we had. 9. Michelle Trachtenberg. Introduced in Season 5, Michelle Trachtenberg played Dawn, Buffy's younger sister, created mystically but made real through emotion and growth. Michelle had already made waves in Harriet the Spy and continued acting in Gossip Girl, 17 Again, and more. She's since stepped back from the spotlight to work behind the scenes, developing content and pursuing production. Though her on-screen appearances have slowed, fans still follow her every move. Amber Benson. Amber Benson's portrayal of Tara, Willow's girlfriend and a calming presence in the Scooby Gang, was a milestone in queer representation. After Buffy, Benson moved behind the camera, writing novels, comics, and directing indie films. She's authored several urban fantasy books and continues to connect with fans through writing and podcast appearances. Tara may be gone in the series, but Amber's impact is still very much alive. Eliza Dushku exploded onto the scene as Faith, the rebellious Slayer with a tragic edge. Her powerful arc added grit and moral complexity to the show. After Buffy and Angel, Eliza led her own series, True Calling, and teamed up with Joss Whedon again in Dollhouse. She later stepped away from acting to focus on advocacy, earning a degree and speaking out on workplace harassment. A mother and activist, Eliza still commands respect, a real-life Slayer in her own right. Seth Green played Oz, Willow's laconic, lovable werewolf boyfriend. His laid-back charm made him a standout. After leaving Buffy, Seth became a comedy powerhouse, co-creating Robot Chicken, voicing Chris Griffin in Family Guy, and acting in Austin Powers and more. He's also a director and entrepreneur. Green's blend of humor and heart has kept him relevant for decades, a true geek culture legend. Joyce Summers. Joyce Summers, played by Christine Sutherland, grounded Buffy in real emotional stakes. As Buffy's mother, her character offered warmth, wisdom, and one of the show's most devastating storylines. Post-Buffy, Christine worked in film and TV, including roles in The Following and indie projects. She's largely stepped back from Hollywood, but occasionally appears at conventions and reunions, still beloved by fans as the heart of Buffy's human world. Juliet Landau's performance as Drusilla was haunting, seductive, and utterly unique. She made the vampire universe darker and more poetic. After Buffy and Angel, Landau expanded into voice acting, film, and directing. Her recent project, A Place Among the Dead, tackled real-world horror through the lens of vampire lore. A visionary behind and in front of the camera, Juliet is still pushing boundaries creatively. Tom Link brought comic brilliance to Andrew, the nerdy villain turned awkward ally. After Buffy, Tom appeared in Angel, Transparent, and Witches of East End. But he gained a cult following for his hilarious DIY fashion parodies on Instagram and stage performances. A favorite at fan events, Tom Link continues to delight with his humor, creativity, and absolute fearlessness in embracing fandom fun. Jonathan Levenson. Jonathan was never meant to be a central figure, but Danny Strong's nuanced performance made him unforgettable. After Buffy, Danny pivoted to writing and producing, and hit it big. He co-wrote The Butler, The Hunger Games Mockingjay, and co-created the hit series Empire. He also wrote and directed Dopesick, winning major awards. From minor sidekick to industry powerhouse, Danny's career is one of Buffy's greatest success stories. Mark Metcalf. Mark Metcalf played the Master, Buffy's first true big bad. His Nosferatu-inspired look and theatrical villainy set the tone for the series. Though he appeared in only a handful of episodes, his performance was unforgettable. Metcalf has since worked in indie films and on stage. Known for his earlier role in Animal House and now remembered as Buffy's first nemesis, he remains a towering figure in cult TV history. Clare Kramer. Clare Kramer brought divine chaos to Buffy as Glory, the fashion-forward hell goddess with a god complex. Her role as the main villain of Season 5 remains one of the show's most iconic. After Buffy, Clare acted in films like Bring It On and hosted panels at Comic-Cons around the world. She also launched Fan Addicts, a podcast celebrating geek culture. Charming and fierce, Clare keeps the Buffy spirit alive for fans everywhere. Bianca Lawson. Bianca Lawson played Kendra, the Slayer, activated after Buffy's first death, and gave the character her own distinct style. Though her time was short, her impact was strong. Bianca has since enjoyed a thriving career, with roles in Pretty Little Liars, Teen Wolf, and Queen Sugar, Interestingly, she's also part of pop royalty, now Beyoncé's stepsister. A true veteran of teen dramas, Bianca's career proves she's always been a standout. Mercedes McNab. Harmony began as Cordelia's sidekick, but Mercedes McNab transformed her into a hilarious scene-stealing vampire. She appeared in both Buffy and Angel, becoming a fan favorite. Mercedes continued acting into the 2010s, with roles in horror films like Hatchet, before stepping away to focus on family life. Though she left Hollywood, she occasionally appears at fan events and remains a Buffy icon for her unforgettable, bubbly villainy.